Good afternoon, one and all. Today we are going to discuss about the types of DC generator. Okay, in the previous class we are discussed about the EMF equation and then some problems that will be related to the EMF equation. Okay, due to the time lag, we will discuss the last problem. Okay, the last problem is the 4-pole lap wound DC shunt generator has a useful flux per pole of 0.07 Webers. Okay, the last problem, that is the fourth problem. Okay, that will be discussed in the previous class. Okay, and okay, that is the 4-pole lap wound DC shunt generator. Okay, that means the P is equal to 4. Okay, lap winding means in lap winding A is equal to P and phi is equal to 0.07 Webers. Okay, and number of turns is the 200 turns and flux is the 0.07 Webers and N is the 900 RPM. Okay, this is the given data. Okay, in that we will calculate the EMF equation. Okay, what is the formula for that EMF equation? That is EG. Okay, what is the formula for that EG value? Therefore, EG is equal to, pi Zn by 60 into P by A. Okay, what is the formula? EG is equal to pi Zn by 60 into P by A, where pi is the flux and Z is the number of conductors and N is the speed and P is the number of poles and A is the parallel paths. Okay, in that question we are having the P, that is the 4-pole. Okay, therefore EG is equal to flux pi is equal to 0.07. Okay, 0.07. Okay, and then we calculate the Z value. Okay, Z is equal to, okay, in the question we are having the number of turns. Okay, the formula for that Z is equal to the 2 into turns. Okay, 2 into number of turns. Okay, 2 into turns. Okay, how many turns are there? We are having the 220 turns. Okay, therefore Z is equal to 2 into 220. Therefore Z is equal to 2 into 220. Okay, therefore it is equal to the 440 conductors. Therefore, the Z is equal to the 440 conductors. Okay, in the previous problem, we are discussing the another formula for that Z is equal to slots into number of conductors. Okay, slots into number of conductors. Okay, slots into number of conductors or conductor per slot. Okay, these are the two formulas. Okay, that will be calculating the Z. Okay, by using these two formulas, we calculating the Z value, that is Z is equal to slots into number of conductors and Z is equal to 2 into T. Okay, where T is the number of turns. Okay, how many turns are there? 220 turns. Therefore, Z is equal to the 440 conductors. Okay, then we calculate the EG value. Therefore, EG is equal to phi is the 0.07 into Z is equal to 440 conductors into speed is equal to 900 RPM. Okay, into speed is equal to 900 RPM. Okay, by 60 into P by A, where A is equal to the P and then substitute A is equal to the PV in lap winding. Therefore, PP gets cancelled. Then we obtain pi Zn by 60. Okay, therefore, this is the formula for that calculating the EG value. Okay, these are the problems, okay, that will be related to the EMF equation. Okay, now in the present class, we are discussing about the types of DC generators. Okay, how many types of DC generators are there? That all will be discussed in the present class. Okay. Okay, therefore Eg is equal to 462 volts. Okay, then we are having the two windings are there, that is lap and the wave winding. Okay, this is the sum of the differences between the lap and the wave winding. Okay, we are well known about the, in the lap winding A is equal to P, in wave winding A is equal to 2. Okay, the lap winding can be defined a coil which can be lapped back towards the succeeding coil. Okay, lap winding means that winding is connected towards the succeeding coil. Okay, the wave winding can be defined as the loop of the winding can form the signal shape. Okay, by using this wave winding we can form the signal shape. Okay, the connection of the lap winding is the armature coil and is connected to the nearby section on the commutator. Okay, the connection of this lap winding, it will be connected near to the commutator. Okay, the connection of the wave winding is the armature coil is connected to the commutator section at some distance apart. Okay, at some distance apart. Okay, the number of parallel paths are is equal to the total number of poles. Okay, that means A is equal to P in lap winding. Okay, in the wave winding A is equal to 2. Okay, that means parallel paths is equal to 2. Okay, another name for lap winding is the multiple winding or the parallel winding. Okay, the another name for wave winding is the series winding. Okay, the EMF of lap winding is less. Okay, the EMF for the lap winding is less. Okay, the EMF for the wave winding is more. Okay, next one is the number of brushes in the lap winding is equal to the number of parallel paths. Okay, therefore the number of brushes in lap winding is equal to the A. Okay, the number of brushes in the wave winding is equal to 2. Okay, in the wave winding we are using only 2 brushes. Okay, the type of the lap winding are simplex lap winding. Okay, the lap winding is simple. Okay, the type of the wave winding is progressive and retrogressive. Okay, the efficiency of the lap winding is less. Okay, the lap winding efficiency is less. Okay, the efficiency of wave winding is high. Okay, additional coils used in the lap winding is equalizer rings. Okay, in that we are using the additional coils. That coils are called as the dummy coils. Okay, the winding cost of the lap winding is high. Okay, the winding cost for this lap winding is high. Okay, the winding cost of wave winding is low. Okay, the lap winding used for high current, low voltage missions. Okay, this type of lap winding is used for high currents and the low voltages. Okay, the applications of wave winding includes low current and high voltage missions. Okay, these are the some of the differences between the lap and the wave winding. Okay, these are the some of the differences between lap and the wave winding. Okay, next coming to the types of DC generator. Okay, how many types of DC generators are there? Okay, that will be classified. Okay, the DC generators are classified into depending upon the excitation. Okay, it will be classified into two types. Okay, what is meant by excitation? Supplying current to the field winding. Okay, generator కి ఏదైతే ఫీల్డ్ వైండింగ్ ఉందో ఆ వైండింగ్ కి మనం కరెంట్ ని సప్లై చేసేదాన్ని ఎగ్జైటేషన్ అంటున్నాం. ఓకే, అండర్స్టాండ్ మా వాట్ ఈస్ మెంట్ బై ఎగ్జైటేషన్? Supplying current to the field winding. Okay, we can supply the current to field winding. Okay, that type connection is called as the excitation. Okay, depending upon that excitation, these DC generators are classified into two types. Okay, that is separately excited DC generator. Next one is the self-excited DC generator. Okay, first coming to the separately excited DC generator. Separately. Okay, in that name we are having the separate. Okay, the excitation is given by the separate DC source. Okay, in that name also separate means the excitation is given by separate DC source. Okay, then it is called as the separately excited DC generator. Okay, in separately excited DC generator, field winding is energized from a separate voltage source. Okay, the field winding is excited from a separate voltage source. Okay, from a separate voltage source in order to produce the flux. Okay, in order to produce the flux in a mission. Okay, therefore the separately excited DC generator means the excitation is given by the separate DC source. Okay, next coming to the diagram. Okay, coming to the diagram for that separately excited DC to source. Okay, this is the armature of a DC generator. Okay, what is this? This is the armature. Okay, we are having the armature is there in the case of a DC generator. Okay, this is the symbol for that armature. Okay, this is the armature and this is the field winding. And this is the field winding. Okay, this is the armature and this is the field winding. Okay, this is the diagram for the separately excited DC generator. Okay, this is the field winding, as in this is the armature. Okay, in that armature, EG is generated. EG means the generated EMF. That EMF is generated in the armature itself. Okay, how the EMF will be generated? According to the Faraday's laws, whenever that armature conductor cuts by the flux lines. Okay, which flux lines will be cut? That will be produced by the field winding. Okay, field winding నుంచి ఏవైతే ఫ్లక్స్ లైన్స్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతాయో ఆ ఫ్లక్స్ లైన్స్ ని ఆర్మేచర్ లో ఉన్న కండక్టర్స్ కట్ చేస్తే మనకి ఈజీ అనే ఈఎంఎఫ్ అనేది ఇండ్యూస్డ్ అయింది. ఓకే, అండర్స్టాండ్ మా? ద armature conductor is cut by the flux lines. Okay, that will be produced by the field winding. Okay, it is called as the then the EMF EG is generated. Okay, then the EMF EG is generated. Okay, due to that EMF, the armature current is produced, that is IA current. Okay, due to that generated EMF, the armature current IA is produced. Okay, this current is flowing through the load. Okay, then it will be named as the IL. Okay, then it will be named as the IL. Okay, when we are giving the voltage VF to that field winding, okay, then automatically the field current IF is produced. Okay, when we are flowing the field current to this field winding, then automatically the flux lines will be produced. Okay, this flux lines is cut by the armature conductors. Then according to the Faraday's laws, whenever this armature conductor cuts the flux lines, an EMF EG is produced. Okay, understand ma? ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి వోల్టేజ్ విఎఫ్ అనే వోల్టేజ్ ని ఫీల్డ్ వైండింగ్ కి ఇస్తామో ఆటోమేటిక్ గా ఐఎఫ్ కరెంట్ అనేది మనకి ప్రొడ్యూస్ అయింది. ఓకే, ఐఎఫ్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవడం వల్ల ఫీల్డ్ వైండింగ్ లోకి ఐఎఫ్ కరెంట్ అనేది ఫ్లో అయినప్పుడు ఫ్లక్స్ అనేది డెవలప్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి ఫ్లక్స్ లైన్స్ ఫీల్డ్ వైండింగ్ లో ప్రొడ్యూస్ అయ్యాయో, ఓకే, ఆ ఫ్లక్స్ లైన్స్ ఏమవుతాయి, మనకి ఆర్మేచర్ లో ఉన్న కండక్టర్ ద్వారా కట్ చేయబడతాయి. ఎప్పుడైతే ఆర్మేచర్ లో ఉన్న కండక్టర్స్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్న ఫ్లక్స్ లైన్స్ ని కట్ చేసిందో ఆటోమేటిక్ గా Faraday's laws ప్రకారం ఈజీ అనేది డెవలప్ అయింది. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ ద Faraday's law? Whenever a conductor cuts the flux lines, then EG is produced. Okay, EG అవడం వల్ల ఆర్మేచర్ కరెంట్ IA అనేది ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతది. ఓకే, ఈ IA వల్ల మనకి లోడ్ లోకి కరెంట్ పాస్ అవుతది. ఓకే, దట్ కరెంట్ ఈజ్ నేమ్డ్ యాజ్ ద IL. Okay, that current is named as the IL. Okay, then we can write the apply KVL in this loop. Okay, this is the closed loop and then apply KVL in this loop. Okay, KVL means the Kirchhoff voltage law. Okay, apply KVL in this loop. Okay, algebraic sum of the voltages is equal to 0. Okay, what is the algebraic sum of the voltages? Therefore, EG equal to, therefore this is the EG. Okay, what is the across of that voltage? That is V. EG is equal to V plus, okay, what is the voltage drop in this armature? IARA. Okay, EG is equal to V plus IA into RA. Okay, voltage drop means the current into resistance. Therefore, the EMF generated in the case of a separately excited DC generator, EG is equal to V plus IARA. V plus IARA. Okay, in this case, separately excited, the IA is equal to the IL. Why? Because it will be equal. The same current will be flowing through the load. There is no division of the current. Okay, ఇక్కడ EG వల్ల మనకి IA ప్రొడ్యూస్ అయింది. ఆ IA కరెంటే మనకి లోడ్ లోకి ఫ్లో అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ ఎక్కడ మనకి IA అనేది డివైడ్ అవ్వలేదు. Okay, therefore IA is equal to the IL. Okay, therefore that armature current is equal to load current. Okay, then we write down the formula for that IF equal to V by RF. Okay, therefore IF, this is the current IF, then IF is equal to V by R. Okay, according to the Ohm's law, current I is equal to V by R. Okay, according to the Ohm's law, current I is equal to V by R. Therefore IF equal to V by RF, and IL is equal to P by V, power by voltage, and IL is equal to P by V. Okay, therefore, okay, this is the separately excited DC generator. Next, okay, in this field winding, the voltage is excited separate battery. Okay, in this field winding, that winding is excited by the separate voltage source. Okay, then the name it is called as the separately excited DC generator. Okay, ఈ field winding ని excitation చేయడం కోసం separate గా మనం వేరే బ్యాటరీ అనే దాన్ని యూస్ చేసాం. Okay, separately excited means that the field winding is excited by the separate DC source. Okay, this is the separate DC source. Okay, by using this DC source, we are producing the field current. Okay, then automatically that current is flowing through this field winding. Then automatically the flux will be produced. Okay, then automatically the flux will be produced. Okay, due to that flux, that will be cut by the armature conductors. Okay, that flux is cut by the armature conductor, and then due to that flux, EMF is induced according to the Faraday's laws. Okay, ఈ ఫీల్డ్ వైండింగ్ ని ఎగ్జైటేషన్ చేయడం కోసం సెపరేట్ బ్యాటరీ అనేది యూస్ చేసాం. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ మెంట్ బై ఎగ్జైటేషన్? సప్లయింగ్ కరెంట్ టు ద ఫీల్డ్ వైండింగ్. ఈ ఫీల్డ్ వైండింగ్ కరెంట్ ని సప్లై చేయాలి అంటే మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం? separate DC source ni use చేసుకున్నాం. Okay, this is the separate DC source. For that, the name is called as the separately excited DC generator. Okay, the name it is called as the separately excited DC generator. Okay, the flux produced will be proportional to the field current. Okay, in that we are producing the flux. Okay, that flux is proportional to the field current. Okay, how much amount of current will be flowing through the field winding, then that will be equal to the flux produced in the field winding. Okay, the armature conductors when rotate in this field will cause the magnetic flux. Okay, this flux is cut by these armature conductors, and then EMF is generated. Okay, therefore the EMF will be circulate the current against the armature resistance. Okay, and then apply KVL in this loop. Okay, this is the closed loop, and then apply KVL, that means the Kirchhoff voltage law. Okay, what is the KVL? That is algebraic sum of the voltages. Okay, therefore EG is equal to V plus IA RA. Okay, V plus IA RA. Okay, therefore V plus IA RA. Okay, then IA is equal to IL. Okay, therefore armature current is equal to the load current, and IF equal to VF by RF. According to the Ohm's law, our IF is equal to VF by RF. Okay, understand ma? Okay, this is known as the separately excited DC generator. Okay, this is known as the separately excited DC generator. Next, coming to the self-excited DC generator. Okay, self means itself. Okay, The DC generator is excited by itself. Okay, the DC generator is excited by itself. Okay, what is meant by excitation? Supplying current to the field winding. Okay, field winding కావాల్సిన కరెంట్ ని సప్లై చేసేదాన్ని ఎగ్జైటేషన్ అంటున్నాం. ఓకే, ఆ కరెంట్ ని సప్లై చేయడానికి జనరేటర్ దానంతటా అదే కరెంట్ ని మనకి జనరేట్ చేసుకుంటది. Okay, therefore it is called as the self-excited DC generator. Okay, the DC generator is excited by itself. Okay, then it is called as self-excited DC generator. Okay, in self-excited generator, field winding is energized from the armature induced EMF. Okay, and there is an electrical connection between this armature and the field winding. Okay, we are having the electrical connection between the armature and the field winding. Okay, what is the symbol for that armature? Okay, this is the notation of that armature. Okay, this is the armature and these are the brushes. Okay, these are the brushes. Okay, the symbol it is known as the armature and this is the field winding. Okay, this is the field winding. Okay, in this case the armature and the field winding both are electrically connected. Okay, in this generator the armature and the field winding both are electrically connected. Okay, there are the three possibilities of connecting the field windings. Okay, according to the connection of the field winding, okay, it will be classified into three types. According to the connection of field winding connection, okay, the self-excited DC generators are classified into three types. Okay, first one is the shunt generator. Okay, first one is the shunt generator. According to the connection of field winding, okay, it will be classified into three types. First one is the shunt generator. Next one is the series generator. Okay, third one is the compound generator. According to the connection of field winding, okay, the DC generators are classified into three types. Okay, according to the connection of field winding, the DC generators are classified into three types. Okay, shunt generator, series generator and compound generator. Okay, and then again, according to the connection of that field winding, the compound generators are classified into two types. Okay, that is long shunt compound generator. Next one is the short shunt compound generator. Okay, next one is the short shunt compound generator. Okay, first of all, what is meant by self-excited? Self-excitation means the generator is excited by itself only. Okay, it is called as the self-excited DC generator. Okay, it is called as self-excited DC generated. Okay, according to the connection of the field winding, according to the connection of a field winding, the self-excited DC generator are classified into three types. Okay, that is shunt generator, series generator and compound generator. And then the compound generator is again classified into two types, that is long shunt compound generator, short shunt compound generator. Okay, these are the various classifications in the case of a self-excited DC generator. Okay, self-excited DC generator. Okay, first one is the shunt generator. Okay, what is meant by shunt? Shunt means the parallel. Okay, what is the parallel? Okay, the field winding and the armature. Okay, this is the symbol of the armature and this is the symbol of the field winding. Okay, the field winding, this is the field winding, the field winding and the armature is connected parallel. Okay, both are connected in parallel. Okay, then it is called as the shunt connection. Okay, there is a electrical connection between the field winding and the armature. Okay, that connection is in the shunt. Okay, that connection is in shunt. Shunt means the parallel. Okay, both are connected in parallel. Okay, this is the shunt field winding and this is the armature and this is the load. Okay, the voltage across this load is the V and this is the EG. Okay, the generated EMF, the EMF is generated itself. Okay, then it is called as the self-excited DC generator. Okay, the excitation is done by itself only. Okay, due to that excitation, the EMF is induced according to the Faraday's law. Okay, due to that excitation, the EMF is induced according to the Faraday's law. Okay, that is EG. Okay, due to that EMF, EG, the armature current is produced. Okay, that is IA current. Okay, at this point, we are having the two directions. Okay, that is one is the direction for that field winding and other one is the direction for the load. Okay, then this armature current, okay, then this armature current is divided into IL and the IF. IF is the field current and IL is the load. Why? Because it will be named as the IL means the current is flowing through this load. Okay, the current is flows through this load. Okay, then it is named as the IL. Okay, why it is named as the IF? The current is flows through the field winding. Okay, then it is named as the IF and this is the EG. Okay, similarly, we apply the KVL in this loop. Okay, apply the KVL in this loop. Therefore, EG equal to V plus IARA. V plus IARA. Okay, the drop across this armature is the IARA. Okay, the drop across this armature is the IARA. Okay, what is the KVL? Kirchhoff voltage law. Okay, that means the algebraic sum of the voltages is equal to 0. Kirchhoff voltage law means the algebraic sum of the voltages is equal to 0. Okay, therefore EG equal to V plus IARA. V is the voltage across the load and IARA is the voltage drop across the armature. Okay, and IARA is the voltage drop across the armature. Okay, this is the V bridge. Okay, this is the V bridge. That means the voltage drop across the brushes. Okay, then we note down the armature current, apply KCL at this node. Okay, what is my KCL? Kirchhoff current law. Kirchhoff current law. Okay, what is that KCL? The entering currents is equal to the leaving currents. Okay, which currents are entered at this point are the node or junction? IA current is entered. Okay, therefore IA is equal to what are the leaving currents? IL plus IF are the leaving currents. Okay, therefore entering currents is equal to the leaving currents. Okay, therefore IA is equal to IL plus IF. Okay, therefore IA is equal to IL plus IF. Okay, then we can write the IA is equal to IL plus IF. Similarly, IL is equal to P by V and IF equal to V by RSH. V by RSH. Okay, it is a very important formulas for solving the problem that will be related to the types of DC generator. Okay, remember those formulas. Okay, this is the DC shunt generator. Okay, this is the DC shunt generator. Shunt means the parallel. Okay, which windings are connected in parallel? Field winding and the armature are connected in parallel. Okay, therefore the generator generates the EMF itself. How it will be generates the EMF itself? Okay, the excitation is done by itself. Okay, excitation is done by itself means the excitation excited current is produced by itself, okay, then it is called as the self-excited DC generator. Okay, therefore EG is produced according to the Faraday's laws. Okay, due to that EG, armature current IA is developed, and at this point this IA current is divided into two ways, that is IL and the IF. Okay, the current flowing through the load and current flowing through the field winding. Then IA is equal to IL plus IF, and apply KVL in this loop. EG equal to V plus IA RA. Okay, this is the voltage drop across the armature. Okay, these are the various formulas, okay, that will be remembered for solving the problems related to the shunt motor or shunt generators. Okay, understand, ma? Okay, in the next class, we will continue the DC series generator and also the compound generator. Okay, and also the compound generator. Okay.